So why would we want to talk about this, about touch in regards to sex and intimacy? That's probably pretty obvious because, getting close to someone can definitely and should involve some touch. And very often what you might find online, the information about, touch and pleasure is usually towards where to touch, as in regards to secret spots or erogenous zones and things like that. But it's mostly what I've seen, it's not really mentioning the quality of touch or how to touch. Because as all of you are aware, I'm sure, touch can feel very different. Sometimes somebody's touch can feel absolutely divine, sending shivers down our spine, being incredibly pleasurable. And other times, touch can be annoying and aggravating and kind of make you feel like, ugh, don't want it. And you wonder what's kind of, what is it that makes the difference? I mean, of course, it can have something to do with your mood and the connection with the person is very important. But what's also very important is where the person who's touching is coming from within themselves. Because if we're going to touch another person, but we're in our head thinking about what to do, maybe you're thinking about that you want to turn her on and make her orgasm. So you have an agenda, even if it's a good agenda. That kind of, you're in your head when you're thinking about what to do, kind of trying to maybe copy something that you've seen in a or read about online. And then what happens is that you're more in your head than in your body, and that makes your touch feel like it's not present. So we've all experienced that. Sometimes you might have gone and had a massage, professional massage in a massage parlor, and it wasn't nice because you could feel that the massage therapist was standing there thinking about what she was going to have, he or she was going to have for dinner. They just weren't present with you. So the presence is the most important thing when it comes to touch. And that's where it's also so important to remember that it really builds on the other three topics that we talked about this week. It depends on what you're telling yourself and your mindset and your intention. If your intention is to try and make her orgasm, that's very likely going to make her feel as if you're trying to manipulate her and you're not in the moment, but you have a goal and an agenda, which women are very quick at picking up. And if you're basically in your head, you are not present in your body. So you're not able to be fully there. It's like your energy is not fully there because it's in your head, in your thoughts. And when it comes to what we talked about on Tuesday, your ability to really be calm and anchored inside yourself, being really fully present in the here and now. It's also the quality that can be felt through your touch. And even when it comes to your whole body, which we talked about yesterday, your ability to really be open in your body, being at home and embodied in your body. When you have all of those together and you allow all of that to flow through your hands, that's when touch becomes magical. And it feels present and embodied, and it doesn't maybe even matter where you touch, whether you hit that secret spot or not, the touch is going to be incredible and amazing. So we're going to do a little exercise today that's going to show you how you can very easily activate that conscious, tantalizing touch in your hands. And it starts with your awareness and your intention. And that can be instant, which is really amazing. It's a shift in awareness that can happen in the moment you decide to do it. And then, of course, practice. The more you do it, the easier it gets. The easier it becomes second nature for you. So let me see. I'm going to check if we've got any comments here.
Oh, hello.
Turning the volume down on my phone, otherwise we get double sound here. Okay. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you have any questions. Thank you, Carl. So let's get into it. So we don't have to make it too long today, but in essence, the touch is about what you bring to it, how much of yourself that you bring to it. Because if you're holding back also from fear of doing the wrong thing or whether she's going to like it or not, that will also be felt in the touch. Very often when touch doesn't feel good, it's because the person is actually not fully giving. They're kind of holding back a bit, often of fear of doing the wrong thing. And then the touch can feel almost a bit like creepy, kind of. So the more generous you can be with yourself when you touch, in really allowing the fullness of who you are and your natural, authentic energy to flow through your hands, the more amazing your touch will be. And that everyone can bring on. That's the amazing thing too. You don't have to go and train as a massage therapist. It's just about giving of yourself. And that's something we all can do. And this is how we actually turn on our natural healing abilities in our hands as well. Because we all have those healing powers inside ourselves. It's just a matter of consciously knowing how to turn that on. So let's get into it. And you can pop in questions as you like as we go on. I will sit in afterwards also to answer if there's anything else you want to ask. So what it starts with, if you want to do this with me now, that's great. Wherever you are in the world, sit down comfortably with your back straight ideally, because that allows your energy to flow better. And take some nice deep breaths into your belly. And allow yourself to relax and come home into yourself, into the body. Letting go on each out breath, more and more. Each out breath, relaxing more and more, coming into the body, dropping deep into yourself. And from this place, you can open up your hands, hold your palms out, like I'm doing, holding my hands up like this. You don't have to hold them up. I'm just holding them up so you can see them. Otherwise, you can't see my hands. And you can look at your hands. You can begin to look at the palms of your hands as you're holding them up like this, palms upwards facing. And notice as you're looking at your hands, perhaps already you can feel something just from the mere fact of you looking at your hands. You might feel your hands a bit more than you were just a minute before. Becoming aware of your hands, it's already starting to activate them. So looking at your hands, feeling your hands, you might be feeling some tingling already. So this is the amazing thing, that energy flows where attention goes. We can move energy just with our thought and our intention. So as you're looking at your hands, it's already starting to happen. And then you can make a conscious choice to activate your hands. Right now in this moment, I want to activate the healing powers in my hands. And allow yourself to breathe deeply, because if you're tensing up or holding your breath, then you're hindering the flow of energy. So allow yourself to be relaxed. Allow the energy to flow purely through you. Trusting your own healing powers and the love that comes through you. Your unique flavor of love and healing. Let it come through your hands. And as you look at your hands and set this intention, you should be able to start feeling things happening in your hands. Little tingles, little pulsation perhaps. And even if you don't feel anything right now, know that it is happening. because energy does respond to our intention. You might not be used yet to listen to the subtleties. So that's what we're doing here, becoming aware of the subtle sensations. So by now, my hands feel like almost they've swollen up a little bit. They're kind of pulsating with energy. And what we can do here is to start to really feel what it feels like for the hands right now. So the hands are feeling the air. What does that feel like? To feel the air on your hands, on the palms of your hands and your fingertips. And you can move your hands a bit, touching the air. What does it feel like to touch the air around you? Can you feel difference in temperature, coolness, or warmth perhaps? Allow your hands and your fingers to really feel the space around you. And you can also feel the space between the fingers. So what we're doing now, we're experimenting with feeling the subtleties. And another way you can do this is to begin to move your hands above your body, like, half a foot or a foot away from your body. And you can do that all over your body, slowly, gently, and noticing what the hands are feeling. Maybe in some areas you can feel different temperature or different sensations in your fingers and hands. And also notice what it feels like for your body when you start to move your hands, for instance, up towards your chest and up towards your neck, perhaps, in little movements. And you can feel both the sensations in the hands and the sensations in the body as your body responds to this non-physical touch, this energetic touch. So we have subtle energy layers outside the body, the energy bodies that you can read about, and there are different layers of energy bodies. And you can feel these layers if you play with it. You can feel the edges of the energy bodies. Notice how big it is in different parts of your body, and play with this. You can move your hands over your face. Face and head is usually easier to feel, that kind of little bit of tingling, bit of shivers, up and down the neck, around the neck and the chest. So what you're doing here, you're activating your ability to feel energy, to move energy, to perceive energy, and opening the flow of healing through your hands, just for yourself. And what you can do next when you play with this for a while is you can actually place your hands on your body, wherever you want, your chest, belly, face, head, anywhere, genitals even, and just place them there. No need to do anything. Just place them there and allow yourself to feel what that feels like. Just holding yourself. So what does it feel like for the hands? And what does it feel like for your body? So this is where we start with this. Another Another Thursday, I'll go into other areas of touch, but this is the most important part because this is where it starts. Because if you're going in to touch someone but you haven't centered yourself, your thoughts running in all sorts of different directions, maybe second guessing yourself, you're not really in your body, you're a bit anxious, and you're trying to figure out what to touch and what the person might like, that's very likely to create that kind of touch that's not actually pleasurable. But the good thing is that you have this, we all have this, regardless of if we practiced or not. We have the ability to turn on the true flow of energy through our bodies and our hands, true healing touch. It's just a matter of making the conscious choice to do this. And then it's very little needed to be done, even just placing your hands on someone's shoulders or someone's arm, just holding a hand. It's very, very simple, and it can be so pleasurable, so divine, without needing to do anything much special. So that's it for today. Some introduction to activating your hands. So I recommend that you start with this for yourself. Really start by yourself. And that can be something that's maybe outside of your comfort zone, being a man, depending on how you've been brought up. So much into and about giving to others, giving to her, pleasing your partner, always about pleasing her. And you tend to forget about yourself, maybe. So this is a great opportunity to bring that love back to yourself, to really come home to yourself, give to yourself. And from that place of being really connected in you and at home in you, from that place you can give so much more. So much more. So checking here. I can't see any other comments. Anyway, fire away if you have any other comments, and I will stop the live now and answer any questions you might have. So thank you so much for listening in. I love having you here live. Really appreciate that. Let me know if there's any questions, and I will be back tomorrow. We have Friday, finally, sex magic tomorrow. So everything we done Monday to Thursday is all the preparation for our topic tomorrow. Okay. Thanks again, and have a beautiful day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. Lots of love to you. Talk to you later. Okay. Bye.